looks good. Everyone looks great. My man.
Yeah, let's get to work.
We are here with Rick today, guys. Someday podcast again, man. I'm super excited. This is a Saturday morning.
Saturday, May 18th, my grandma's birthday. I gotta tell her happy birthday after this, matter of fact.
Oh, your grandma's birthday?
Yeah, my grandma's birthday.
Up, man. Congratulations, man. Me and you, we met, and we're gonna get to that in a second, but we got up early for this one.
Yeah, we did.
Around 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Around 9 o'clock or something like that. I ain't gonna lie with you. So you said you was running late. When you called me, I was in the bed.
Really?
I swear.
Really? Okay.
I was supposed to get up early and hoop with my guys, but I missed out. Well, I didn't miss out.
What time was they hooping at?
There's a 6 a.m. session here in Charlotte, man. Yeah, 6 a.m. on a Saturday. It's crazy, man.
And you're not even a college athlete right now.
No, I'm not.
You're not even LeBron. You ain't doing that like.
But you got it they're older guys. You feel me? So
they got stuff to do on a Saturday.
There you go. So
they got
you got to get it in.
To take care.
Thank you. So you got to get it in early. You got to get it in early always. But talk to me, man. How you doing?
Man, living and learning. I always say that. Living, learning, and now teaching.
I love that, man.
I'm going to tell you, what you want me to say? What you want to talk about? You want to talk about me?
Look. I'm just asking how you're feeling, man. So you're feeling good.
Feeling good.
Yes.
The meds are in.
Absolutely. Where it's May at the time of filming this, so my allergies have been beating my ass. But I've been good too, man. I just filmed something last night, but I'm super excited, man. You are a first-time guest. You're a first-time podcaster today.
First-time podcast.
Right, but the thing is, me and you have had some convos.
And we clicked, clicked right away. It was like, you did podcasts. I said, I'm starting to figure out life. And I said, I've always wanted to try a podcast for sure.
Right, man. And already in our little conversations we've had so much to talk about already. It's to the point where if you're watching this, I've had to tell Rick to shut up.
He's had to tell me shut up so many times.
Spilling the beans.
Because the thing is, I've been spilling the beans before we even had it to where you can see it.
I'm like, dude, we got to get this dude under a mic. And so I'm super excited to have you
following
here.
all the time.
No, literally, man. And so we're going to start, obviously, you're the guest, so we're going to start with you, man. Tell me, who was Rick as a child?
Rick as a child?
Yes. Start from the beginning for me.
Rick was very bad.
You were a bad kid?
Always, not doing nothing crazy, but like always playing, goofing out. But a kid does that. But like,
yes,
I was big enough to where I would get caught. Like I was always the biggest in class. I was always so much goofiest one. Biggest is usually the goofiest one.
That's a fact.
But also the strongest one. And then you don't want to see them when they're angry.
Nope.
But I was bad. But then as soon as I started picking up that thing called a football, or even hitting people that had the football, because I like hitting people. And then as soon as I found out I could hit people and not get in trouble with it, it was a no-brainer to get into it. Like,
when'd you pick it up?
I was 9.
9, jeez,
so
okay.
So I picked it up kind of late.
Yeah,
because I didn't even do flag football.
Right, because that's what most kids do. 6, 7, 8. They do the flag football, and then they get into the
hitting. Mm-hmm. And the very first time I played at Boys and Girls Club.
Right,
played for the Seminoles. We was like that. We made it to the championship, but then we lost to like the Yellow Jackets or something like that.
Right.
And man. After that, I started playing in middle school. Played in high school. Started getting recruited my sophomore year. I became a 4-star, and I didn't even know you could get recruited.
Okay.
To go to college for free.
Yeah. Until when? When did you find that out?
I found that out until I got my first offer at UNC.
And how old were you at that point?
I was a sophomore, so I was...
Okay. Then
I was like 15, 14.
You were 15, 14. Take me back to when you found out you were good, though. When did you realize, I'm kind of nice at this?
Bro, I didn't even realize until probably my senior year. I was like, I'm that dog. Like, I'm that nigga. Yeah.
So I'll say this then. Okay, you realized you were good around that time, but who did you want to be before you even knew about football? Like, what did you want to be?
I wanted to be a LeBron James.
LeBron James? Oh, so you was a hooper.
I was a hooper, but like I wasn't even, like I was strictly a post player.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of my
parents, your size, man.
Both of my parents were hoopers.
Yeah,
like my mom is from Inglewood, California.
Okay,
she moved all the way to North Carolina. Met my dad. My dad was a hooper. My dad is bigger than me.
Right.
My dad is 6'9", weighing about 400 pounds. Now he used to be skinny back then because people asked me, "You used to play football?" I said, "No, my dad used to be skinny."
Right.
But man, hey, I started as a basketball player, and then but in basketball I was even very physical.
Yeah.
Like I was like doing things that basketball players don't do, like hitting, like fouling on, like a Pat Beverly.
Yeah, bro.
But bigger.
Yeah, bro. I don't even want to know what you were like on the basketball court.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, I can see that for you. I can see even the personality.
But it wasn't
see it.
It wasn't even that. I didn't even have that personality like Draymond.
Right.
Draymond Green. It was just. I'm very humble. But I learned that sometimes I can be too humble, and that
you gotta insert your dominance.
I gotta let them know, like whenever I touch that grass or that court, like that humbleness goes away to an extent. It has to.
I believe it, bro.
It has to go away.
Yeah.
It's either piss or get pissed on. Which one would you rather? Which one would you rather?
I mean, obviously, I'd rather do the pissing.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you on the field or the court.
Yeah, I mean, those are two places. Yeah.
I'm not literally saying doing that on them, but like literally let them know like I'm better than you, and then through these clocks, do the timers and all that other stuff. Boy, you're gonna be taking L after L. You might get me, but I'm gonna get what Marshawn say? I'm gonna get mine more than I get got.
He said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Okay, all right. So then, Rick, take me through. Then you started playing. You realized you were nice around your junior year.
Okay.
You get recruited. What lands you here in the backyard of SC?
Dog.
Yeah.
The thing is, bro, I was getting recruited by everyone.
Really?
Yes, bro. I had Michigan, Ohio State. I had Miami. I had Florida State. I had Florida. I had Georgia. I had Bama.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, it was just as simple as South Carolina recruited me the hardest. Will Muschamp and his staff showed me that they didn't want me. They needed me there to build that program.
What does it mean by recruited the hardest? Because I'll probably say you're probably the most highly touted recruit out of high school I've probably ever sat with.
Man.
Because I know I have friends who played.
I'm
going to say that because I have friends who played the NBA. They might have went to a good college. They
Right.
probably showed out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or they had that game. But like I don't have friends top to bottom. They're getting every single high major.
I had like 24 in total.
Oh, Jesus. And so when you say they recruited you the most, at that time, what does that mean?
Like Muschamp would check up on me. He would send me text messages when he could.
Yeah.
Because there was a period where he couldn't text me.
Yeah.
Like he really showed that I was an important piece puzzle to that team in 2018 and going 4-on-4.
Right.
Even though everything didn't go as planned while I was at South Carolina. But
okay, so then you commit there. You're like, all right, I'm going to SC.
I didn't commit and decommit nowhere. I waited until signing day.
Oh, you waited until signing day.
Yeah,
what were your top four?
Top three.
Top three, what was it?
UNC, South Carolina, and Georgia.
Oh, man. You could have been a Bulldog. I grew up in Atlanta, so you know.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to lie. I don't even care if you don't cut this. Like, if I could have took it back, I honestly would have went to Georgia, dog.
Why is that?
Because, like, when I went to South Carolina, I kind of got thrown in the fire.
Okay, so we're going to get to that then.
Yeah.
You picked SC on that day.
Yeah.
Right? Now, all right, I'm going there. You loved it. They recruited you heavy.
Right.
You get there. Take me through that. What's day one?
Day one in South Carolina?
Yeah, day one.
I mean, it was always great. It was good.
Yeah. It's a party school from what I hear. It's one of the top tier.
It's a party school. You been there?
I have not,
man.
Never been to Columbia? I've never been. I need to go. I have not.
5 points.
I'm new to this whole area, man.
Listen, 5 points is where all the bars is at, man. Hey,
okay.
Man. But it was the first day. So the first day I got there, we stayed at this building called 650 Lincoln. It's literally where all majority of the athletes live at.
Yeah.
Shoot. Now, you want to know about the first time moving in or the first time working out?
Yeah, let's get to the workout. Let's get to work. Because I already know moving in the process, you're like, okay, it's women here, it's nice things. It's,
Very first time I worked out, I had this strength called Coach Campbell.
Yes.
He was I can't even remember I don't want to say his race wrong, but he was African American. He was African. But I don't know from where. He had an accent to where you knew he was an American. Love that man. I haven't talked to him in the longest. And he see potential in me that I didn't see in myself.
Yeah.
In my very first time lifting, I threw up 3 times in one lift.
Really? Off of weightlifting?
Off of weightlifting.
Threw up
3 different times.
What was the workout?
I don't want to remember.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
Bro, the very first day I lifted, I was like, what the hell I get myself into?
Yeah, you like this, ain't it?
I said, I didn't even get my reality check in the practice. I got it in lifting.
Right.
Like, but I learned now is that what the mindset that I had before they tore it away and they wanted to rebuild me.
Yes. That's a pretty formal way to train people. You break down whatever they've known. You see what I'm saying? Then you add to that.
Literally, that's exactly what they did.
Right.
They broke me down to help me rebuild back up.
Right. And so you go through that.
And it took me just now saying that to realize that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a very instrumental part because we're going to get to the overarching theme of sports and what it teaches people in their lives, right? But you go through that training camp. Now you go into practice. Now season comes. Freshman year, what were you told was going to happen freshman year versus what actually happened for you? Or then what did you expect versus what actually happened?
So what they said is that I was going to play at a young age. They did not lie about that at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Oh, wow. So they told you like true freshman, you in there.
I don't even think I deserved it because I wasn't fully developed. But at the same time, I was still young. You got to think I'm still 18 playing against grown men.
Yeah, right.
It's been in there 3-4 years already in the game. So like whenever they was first getting to college, I was just leaving middle school.
Oh my God, yeah.
So like you got to put it in that perspective.
Man. Yeah.
It's one of those things like. Bro, I don't even know what you asked. What did you just ask?
I'm saying what you thought was going to happen versus what happened. You said that you got in. They told you were going to play ASAP. You come in ASAP. You're playing ASAP. And so now at that point, it's like the transition.
The transition was crazy. It went from playing in front of maybe 2,000, 3,000, probably to bro, 80 to 90.
Really?
In barely over a year.
And the thing with SC, they're historically. You're playing at SC, bro. That's a historically good program. I mean, so when they telling you about to play off rip, you're playing guys who are all Americans all the time.
Literally, bro.
Yeah,
literally. Like
so take me through that 90K. You playing for the 90K? It's 90K in that arena.
It's 80 to 90K. It's around there,
right,
bro. And like the environment at South Carolina is beautiful.
I believe it.
The fans are beautiful, and when you winning and you doing great, they are even amazing. And the thing is, what I really noticed is that the Columbia fans, South Carolina fans, they really don't get on the players that bad. They're not harsh on them.
Right,
They're more harsh on the coaches.
I believe it.
I will say that they see that the South Carolina people see that like we are still kids when we're there.
Yes,
like
I like that.
We're growing up. We're about to be. I mean, you still have your people out there that don't give two damns if you're in high school or you're in college or you're in anything. Like they don't give two damns. They don't realize that they're growing up and living life just like you are.
That's a fact.
They don't realize that. They don't realize you make mistakes even though it's supposed to be easy.
At 18, 19.
Exactly.
Like, it's just so young.
They don't realize that. Yeah. Even in the NFL, you make mistakes. You're not a robot.
No.
You're not at all. Like if people would put that in that like aspect is like it's okay to make mistakes. Even with a robot, it makes mistakes when it hasn't been oiled.
That's true.
Hasn't put no WD-40 on it to make sure it don't make the sound. Bro.
And so take me through then that learning curve, right? Freshman season, how did you guys do? Y'all were okay?
We made it to a bowl game.
Okay.
But then we lost to Virginia 28-0.
Oh, my gosh. So they're tearing you guys up on that.
And then like, yes. And then at my position group, like my D-line, like I had to play majority of that game because we was falling like flies. Like I think we had a 4-man rotation. Camera good?
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead.
Someone calling me?
No.
Oh. But yeah, it was a 4-man rotation. And at D-lineman, you need a 6 to 7-man rotation.
Really?
Because you think at D-tackle, you only got 2 people right there.
Okay.
And you going against a whole entire O-line.
That's what it sounds like.
And a whole entire O-line, they get plays to take off. So like a pass block, like a quick pass, they set, let the quarterback get it out. That's quick for them. That's why O-line don't rotate like that.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, they don't rotate crazy because sometimes they don't have to do that much.
Yeah.
Because they know they got someone to help them. D-lineman, you going against the people that's getting help.
And that's what you played.
That's what I played, D-line. Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. And so you feel like a lot of the pressure was on you that first year?
Hell Yeah.
Even at 18, as a freshman?
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Sometimes my coach is cussing me the fuck out.
Right. But I'm not saying from the coach, even from the fans' perspective, or even from your perspective, like, were you like, bro, first year I got to come in and actually be that guy?
Bro, I had a lot of weight on my shoulders.
How did
I was the highest recruit that went to South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
My 2018
I didn't
year.
even know that.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that pressure, brother? Because that's a lot. For 18, that's a ton, man.
And the thing is, I didn't even get that much publicity for that.
Really? But do you think it's a positional thing? Because you weren't like QB or receiver?
No, it's not even that, dog. I felt like I should have got the publicity, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, because you was being humble about it.
I was being humble about it, but at the same time, it was like, I don't know. It's just, it's something that I wish I would have said at an early age, being like, yeah, like, I expect more because I'm giving more.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, like, I'm not even trying to be on the cocky stuff. Like, I just knew what I did, I earned.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the flowers for it.
Now, from an overall perspective, maybe like coaching, fans, or is it just you just feel like certain
just
things?
Overall in general. Yeah. Like, it's a lot of stuff that was like kept hidden or in the shadows to where like I feel like, I don't know. And then also when I was in South Carolina, I had 4 different D-line coaches, bro.
4 different, yeah.
D-line coaches. While every year I had
you had a new guy tell you what to do. Okay.
Yes. So that came with a pro and that came with a con. Mm-hmm. First coach was Lance Thomas. He was a good coach for sure. And then he left and coached somewhere else. And then my second coach was Coach Scott. I think he with the Detroit Lions. He was a family man for sure. He was a good coach. Coach Rocker, he one of them. Coach Rocker was one of them old 80s, 90s coaches that didn't give 2 damns about your mental health.
Yeah.
Hey.
Old school guy, but he gets the job done.
Old school, but he get the job done.
Yeah,
He didn't believe in mental health. He probably does now because he has his own one. He's got his own kid. I think his kid now in the MLB.
Okay, true.
He a pitcher. So he getting good bread.
I believe it. And so then fourth coach, I guess.
Fourth coach was Coach Lindsey. Coach Lindsey.
Okay.
He went to LSU, and then he's at UNC now. So he was a good coach too.
Yeah.
He was a really good coach. Like,
yeah, I believe it. So second year then, how do you guys do? Made the bowl game first year. Second year, what are we talking about?
That wasn't good. It really wasn't. It wasn't good. It was we always what South Carolina does.
And what year is this in the second
2018,
year?
2019.
So 2018, 2019 season.
But 2019 season was when we beat number 4 Georgia.
Right. Oh yeah. So you guys got that upset off.
Yeah, we had that upset off.
Right.
And that was like early in the season. We beat them 21-19, I think.
Yeah.
Like, so it was a good game. It was a defensive game. And we beat them.
Yeah.
They was like ranked number 4. And then I'm trying to think what else happened that year. We had an okay year, but then COVID happened my junior year. That was the 2020, bro.
So take me through that COVID season with football, because I feel like that was a crazy ass time.
Was when I had Coach Rocker. So that made it even worse. Hold up, we good? Keep on going? Yeah, okay. So during COVID, bro, that's the last time I'm gonna check because it's been good. But the COVID season was a really bad season. I went through some really dark times, really bad.
Right. Was it family stuff? It
wasn't even family stuff. It was just more being paranoid, bro. Like, it was like I couldn't understand why people couldn't look past my skin color and see that I bled the same color as them.
Was that an on campus thing? Because
it was just because of what was going on around the
because the George Floyd and there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff going on.
There was a lot of stuff going on, so it just made me paranoid and scared. And bro, I remember I didn't go to sleep probably 3 to 5 days in a row.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was
Off season or during season? Off season.
It was off season.
Yeah.
So it was that summertime when everything really wasn't summertime.
Yeah, it was not. But it was the weirdest summer ever. Like, what did you guys do? What did they have you guys doing? Could you guys?
Well, we had to go back home. We had to go back home.
Had to be back home.
Be back home.
So you had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to process. Yeah.
And I was talking. I had fast thoughts.
And
I might be putting too much information, but I don't even care because I'm human at the end of the day.
For sure.
I went through a really bad mental breakdown to where it led me in a mental hospital for a month, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big old plate I'm getting off my chest or whatever. It's and the thing is I really shouldn't have been there. Mm-hmm. Like it was literally I wasn't hurting myself. I was hurting
Well, why do you say you shouldn't have been there? Like you didn't
like I wasn't putting no one in harm's way.
Yeah, but
I was just scared. I was paranoid.
Right.
They could have just like the way Columbia, or I'm not even gonna put that hospital out there. The way they handled that was wrong. It was really wrong. Like I remember first I got put into the hospital, a regular hospital. They just wanted me to go to sleep. The bed was uncomfortable. Like a sound was beeping for no reason, so I couldn't fall asleep. I remember I just wanted to see my mama. My mama was only 2 hours away.
Yeah.
They couldn't even wait 2 hours for my mama to get there.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
2 hours? You telling me from Concord, which is right next to Charlotte.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait for my mama to get home.
And then just drive up.
Get to Columbia and come take care of me because I wanted my mom.
Yeah.
Like I literally told them what I want and they would not listen to me. Then they tried to put a needle in me and I wasn't messing with that, especially with the headspace I was at.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, they get me in the wheelchair. They put handcuffs on me.
What?
They put handcuffs on me. They put me in the back of a police car and I'm at the mental institution.
And I was deaf. Oh, okay. So you started off where, and then you ended up at that hospital, and then you ended up at the mental spot. Okay, got you. And how did you get through that, man? Because a month, that sounds, you know what I'm saying? That sounds very tough. Yeah.
Yo, when I tell you, I was like, literally, like I know people say, "Oh, bro, you've been under a rock." Like you hear this, bro? I was literally under a rock.
Because a month, fam.
A month of my life that I don't get back because I was. Yeah. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me.
Right, because I mean, when it comes to the mental stuff, it's very intrinsic.
Yeah, and
it's hard to just diagnose a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's going on.
And they was doping me up on medicine that was messing with my physical.
Right.
Like it was this medicine called Risperdal, and like it was at some days like a couple 3 days like I couldn't talk because my tongue was swollen and it had so much saliva. Yeah. Coming out of it, like that was one of the side effects of that medicine. Like so I couldn't even talk.
That's insane. Yeah. What was it supposed to do? Like, did they tell you?
Keep me calm.
Keep you calm. Okay.
And they had me on the highest dosage.
Because you're a bigger
dude.
Yeah. So oh my gosh, man. And so how did you, like, day to day, what's the day to day like? And then how did you get through that time?
In there?
Yeah. Wake up, eat breakfast. I guess they serve you breakfast.
Wake up, eat breakfast. Having to deal with other people in that hospital that actually had some real
psychiatric problems.
Yeah, okay. It was just I was boy. It was some hard times in there because I had some people that had like two or three different personalities. Yeah, bro. 2 different, like, so on some YNW.
It takes bipolar to a whole nother level,
I had some people that would try to date me. Like, you know how in prison they have, like, those boyfriend, girlfriend? But it was a girl.
Yeah.
It was a girl.
Okay, good. I'm here. Go ahead, man.
It was a girl because they had it mixed with different genders.
People in there, okay. Man.
It was like a jail.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, but not.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, it was, you didn't feel like a human.
Right.
You felt like a number.
And so then what's the point of it if people don't feel the humanity aspect? Like, do they just dope you up and hope you... Right.
They do that on purpose.
And does it mess people up even more and keep them in that?
It messed me up even more, bro.
Yeah. So then a month goes by, you get out. What's next now? Summer's pretty much coming to an end at this point?
Summer is getting close to like... So when did I get out?
Because this is going to your junior year, right?
Yeah, this is going to my junior. So I was in there for a month.
Yeah.
I think I got out right before my birthday. I got out. No, I got out. I went in right after my birthday.
So in May.
So I just turned 19.
Right.
Yeah, they put me in there at 19, dog.
Man.
19, still a kid.
Yeah, still a whole kid, man. So you get out, summertime comes. Well, summertime now.
And this is when I get Coach Rocker.
Yes, the one who doesn't really give a fuck about
your mental. So it put me through a really hard predicament when I was still working on my mental and him not caring about it.
True.
I weighed my most. I weighed like 320. Weighed the most I ever weighed before.
Right.
And I had to play at that weight. And then like they didn't understand like I was going through some hard times. They were just doing their job because at the same time they had stuff they had going on too.
For sure. And unfortunately it's always a business.
It's
like we gotta and you're playing at a Power 5. We gotta win games.
We gotta win games. We gotta produce.
Yeah.
Because then when that happens,
you
get fired, dog.
Yeah, I'm already knowing that. And that's their livelihood.
Listen, that happened that year. After that season.
A lot of people got fired.
Yeah, my head coach got fired that year.
Jeez.
2020.
Okay, so you guys pretty bad year. It sounds like
pretty bad year in 2020.
That's your sophomore year. Now junior year.
Oh no, that was
your junior.
Yeah, that was junior year. Sophomore year was the upset against Georgia.
Yes. Okay. So decent year, but not didn't make CFB though. For CFP didn't make that.
No,
football playoffs.
No,
yeah.
Heck no.
But you made a bowl game though. That
made a bowl game, but half of the team didn't want to play, half of the team didn't want to play.
So it's pretty divided.
We just had to figure out because also during that time when our head coach got fired, we had an interim head coach, and he ended up catching COVID. And the whole entire offensive staff caught COVID. So we was gonna go into the game blindly without even an offensive staff there.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Yeah. So it was like half of the team wanting to play, half of the team not wanting to play. Mm-hmm. And they said the only way we would play is if all the team wanted to play.
Yeah, so it's like might as well just not
play.
Okay.
And the school was thinking about it as we may stand out on a couple million if we don't play in this game.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
But we just decided on not playing.
Mm-hmm.
But
so junior year, pretty bad season. Coach gets fired. Now you're going into your last season. But
I was going in. I was about to be in my bag, dog. That spring before my senior season.
Yeah.
I was in my bag.
Oh, so you were in big shape this time.
I was in big shape. I was big dog.
Yeah.
Yo, like I was him.
Mm-hmm.
I was understanding the game.
Yeah.
I was the dog. Like I knew I knew if I didn't get drafted, I was getting drafted.
Yeah. Yeah, you knew. You knew what time it was.
I knew what time it was.
Okay, so then what happened? What happened? First injury, it sounds like. It sounds like we getting on the first
August.
Oh Lord, right before the season. It's always right before the season.
Right before
Talk to me.
Season,
Mm-hmm.
I break my leg.
Break the whole leg?
Break the
which one?
Bone.
Fibula. That's the biggest one, isn't it?
No, that's the small. The tibia is the biggest.
Okay, right. The fibula is this?
The fibula is the smallest one.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Bro, it was the scrimmage. That's the first scrimmage before the season. Because I think we had 2 scrimmages before the season.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I kid you not. That put another toll on me.
Yeah.
Like, while I was in college, I fought so many trials and tribulations.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
That I didn't even bring to my life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like, it wasn't like I was doing crazy thing like selling dope or even, like, I don't even look like the person to do that. But you can't put that past nobody because some people be out here living 2 different lives.
That's a fact.
But, like,
everything you had going on, that happens. That's like the cherry on top for you.
Cherry on top, bro.
Yeah.
And then even when I told you about the Chevy Impala,
yeah,
bro, I almost got killed.
Really, what happened?
I almost got hit by an 18-wheeler.
That's man,
bro.
So that year, this is 2021 now, right?
Yeah, this is 2021. That happened before the dang COVID.
Yeah, so
COVID crap.
Up until this point, it sounds like you've been through a lot already. Just in these 3 years,
bro.
Going into your 4th year. So you break the leg, and now for you, it's like, what's the first thing that's coming here? Are you like, it's over? It's like,
damn, bro. No, I had hope. I had hope. Before that surgery, I had hope.
Okay.
But then The nerve block caused nerve damage, caused my toes to curl up. Had to get a second surgery. I flew out to Wisconsin, Green Bay. And on a little jet though, not the big plane. Little.
Still though, that's nice. It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. Yeah, go ahead.
Something like the school paid for it, but
of course.
Big toe, screw put in it, straighten it out.
Okay.
Screw in the second toe, straighten it out.
Yeah.
Nerve took it out like right in this area. Took it out because they thought it was the nerve that was causing it. Come to find out, that surgery made it worse. Yeah.
So now the recovery time is just doubling, tripling.
Yeah. Then I end up in 2022 after that season.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the season. 2022 season is when they beat number 3 Tennessee.
Yes.
So I didn't play in that.
Oh my God.
I didn't play in that game.
Yeah.
And then we beat Clemson that year.
Oh my God.
So I missed out on playing in those games my senior year.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
And that's the bread and butter right there.
Bread and butter right there.
That's exactly what you need on your resume.
That's what I needed on my resume.
Yeah.
Missed out on it.
And so now you go into the last one. Are you at least recovering a little bit at this point? Or what's going
technically,
on?
I still had 2 more years. I don't know how it's working out, but technically, I still had 2 more years of eligibility.
Yeah.
Because of the COVID year.
Mm-hmm.
You got a COVID year.
And
no
the
matter
injury
what
year.
And the injury year. So then, I'm thinking like, the second surgery not working. The second surgery is not working.
Yeah.
So 2022, I medically disqualified myself.
Really?
Yeah.
What led you to that final decision? Was it like a couple conversations with the doctors? Was it family? Was it you realized
it was me? It was a me thing.
Yeah, you realized this isn't for my body.
It's not for my body. I can't put this toll on my body
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Now tell me, because there's a lot to unpack with that, because everything you went through in college, it's so interesting how things have panned out for athletes, right?
Bro,
they're realizing athletes, because we have the 1% that make it.
Yeah,
you were the 1% coming out of high school.
I was, bro.
Yeah, you were top of cream of the crop. But the stories of the guys who don't end up, like, things don't all align.
There's a bunch of people that was in that 1% that didn't make it.
There you go. And so for you guys, we like I spoke to an athlete yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. He wasn't in the 1% ever. So it was just like, he knew he was preparing himself not to.
Right.
But for you guys, it's very line driven. This is what you're going to do. People are telling you this is who you're going to be.
This is going to be my job.
Yeah, this is going to be your job. And so, mentally, when that all happens, what is the path? Because I'm already proud of you sitting here today, but what is the path you sort of go on, or what's the mental after that, bro? After you disqualify yourself?
The mental put me through a drought, dog. It put me through a drought to where I was letting my life go to waste, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Letting my life go to waste. And all I learned is that it's simple. It was one thing my dad always told me to do was connect with people, talk to people.
Yeah.
But my thing was he never gave me an example on how to do it.
Mm-hmm. And when you went to college, what'd you go to school for?
Sports management.
Sports management.
I felt like when I got that degree, I felt like sports done brought me this far, bro. Why not stick with it, bro?
Sure.
I mean, that's probably not a good excuse to get that degree, but it's also what I know.
Mm-hmm. When you go through all of this, right? You went to school for sports management,
right?
You went though to play football. You have all these coaches, you have these mentors, you have these teammates.
And I wouldn't like. Yeah. The one thing I didn't do is I didn't talk very much, dog. I kept to myself because I felt like if I was end up being vulnerable to people, it just got me in drama that I didn't need.
Yeah, because they'd be used against you. And so where do all of these people go for a guy like you when you're cream of the crop? I'm always curious because there's a lot of stories where a guy's a top-tier athlete, comes out, something happens, it doesn't pan out, and then they're like, oh, he's just out now. And I'm like, well, where are all those coaches? Where are all those teammates? Where do they all go when all these things happen to you? You see what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. It was just me, myself, and I, dog. For a good little minute, it was me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I have my family, but like, I have my family. I always have my family.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was some really hard times.
Yeah.
From being at the top of my A game and then being on my ass, dog.
And it's so swiftly. So swift.
Quick. Didn't even know it was gonna happen, dog.
You couldn't.
It went to people that really fuck with me, that fuck with me, to find out that they actually didn't.
Yeah. And so, man, bro,
that's, bro. When I tell you my IG account, bro.
Yeah.
I lost so many followers.
just because you wasn't playing no more.
Just because they see me as a nobody. They thought I was a nobody. They thought I had nothing going on for my life. They didn't want to be a part of it. They didn't think I had nothing going on, so they didn't want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was just one of those things. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Keep that energy.
A lot of people, though, I'm proud of you because a lot of people, from what I know, you seem like a good man, right?
Right.
A lot of guys go down a very dark path in how they treat people and how they maneuver in life.
No, I stayed.
How did you cope with it? All that,
bro. I stayed the same, dog. I stayed genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a genuine person, and people don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm truly, and for my best interest, I understand if I don't cause problems, there won't be no problems.
Yeah.
Literally, if you don't cause no problems, it won't be. It won't. Like literally, if you show people that you have good intentions, and at the end of the day, we live this life to live it, to provide, to be the reason you put a smile on someone else's faces and receive it back.
Mm-hmm.
Life is short, bro.
It is. It is.
Life is short.
Mm-hmm. So there's no reason to dwell on these things.
No, happen. It's not. But like, it's okay to realize they happen. But it's what about you gonna do next? It's like if you get punched in the face, you just gonna let them keep on beating you up, or are you gonna throw some punches back?
That's a fact. I'll tell you, I was never the athlete that you were. You feel me? But even
for me, I saw them pictures.
Come on, man. That's me in high school. For me though, I did notice, especially amongst black men, right?
Right.
You went sports, music are the two things that we're the most glorified for. If you started naming the most famous people that are black or the wealthiest,
that's it.
They're gonna name you an athlete,
or
an artist, an entertainer, a TV show host.
It has nothing to do with sports. It has nothing to do with
education or inventions or innovation. They won't name you a tech guy, right? That's black who's done cool stuff.
It literally has something to do with your body or your voice.
There you go. And so I noticed very early on
that it has nothing to do.
Yeah, no one cared about what I, Kevin, brought as a person of value, right? Or maybe the knowledge that I had.
What you do.
Huh?
How much more money you can make for them.
Exactly. Even the coaches, they care about, are you playing on the team? Most coaches, as soon as you're not playing now, I had great coaches, so I won't say that about my coach, but once you stop playing for them, it's cut and dry, it's over. They don't care how you're doing. And even past the coaches, all the people, maybe the friends that you had, once you're not the jock and the athlete in high school, if you don't have anything going on in their eyes, you're just another you're just another black guy at that point.
I'm just the average Joe.
There you go. And I almost want to do a series called Average Joes. And so I realized very quickly, it's always going to be about the value that I see in myself and what I can do for my family. Right. Because at the end of the day, people have a judgment on you. It doesn't really matter, because as soon as it stops or as soon as they don't think you're something, even at work, in corporate America, it's the same thing. You're out of there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Your manager tell you he cares about your mental health and your family, your mind. I know they've had family people pass away, and they've been fired shortly thereafter because maybe they weren't the same anymore. And so people don't actually care about the humanities. It's gone now in all of these things. And so I want to really ask you now, because there's going to be young people that watch this. They want to be that cream of the crop athlete, or they want to be that artist or entertainer. And this is a perspective that you have as someone who's pretty much done it all. You can really say, like, dude, I played at the highest level. All those guys you guys look up to.
Because college is the same as NFL. You get paid more money.
There you go. And so looking back on it, what are the things you feel like you would have done differently to maybe affect your future today? And I don't want to...
Like with people or with...
With people, your life, everything, even from signing day, just like what are some decisions you would have made, or what are some mentalities maybe you wish you would have had that you have now? And I don't want to think of it from a regret standpoint, more as if...
What I learned from what I...
There you go.
What I would do now if I did it. If I knew what I knew now.
What you learned? Yeah, I'm sorry. If you watching this, they yelling outside, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Bro, not to put my eggs in all in one basket, bro.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what.
Say that again. Say it again.
Not to put my eggs all in one basket, because that person might not be doing it for you.
Man.
That person probably is not dating in this generation.
Yes.
And
we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
But off the eggs in one basket, you said something that I never even actually thought about. You said because they might not be doing it for you. And so I would add to that, don't put your eggs in someone else's basket, knowing that they're the ones who might not be willing to carry that for you. And so that's the big one, because for real. I'm telling you, because this is what happens, right? And this is everything in life, whether it's your job, a sport,
anything.
Yeah, your family, your friends. We have our eggs that we have. We have our things in life, which is our time, our emotion, right? Our work. And when you give it to someone else, you're really trusting them to value it the same way that you do. So you go to work because they'll value it and give it back to you in a salary. You play a sport because you're hoping they'll help you get to whatever level that you want. Right. Or you get it, but when you put all of it in the sport, or when you put all of it at work, or when you put all of it in really just secular things, right? You'll be so surprised that all your eggs will come back shattered because those people don't value it.
One thing I've learned, bro, is as soon as that person doesn't value or understand the value of that egg, don't give them another one. I'm learning that myself.
Right.
But like, don't, cause it's praying for something different, but you're really going through insanity. You're really going into something, expecting something different, just for the same thing to happen.
Yeah.
That's real, bro.
Yeah, it is, man.
Then you put yourself in the cope of, dang, I might can't find nothing better. Dang. I might just have to deal with that and just keep on living life, when that's not the case.
Yeah. Depending on how you place all of your eggs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like, don't be okay with shit you don't like. It's as simple as that. If you don't like the way someone treats you, if you don't like the way things were said to you, go on. Yeah. Go on about your life, because you can find something that will value you, your egg.
Yeah, and providing.
And be able to provide and help and actually learn what you don't like and what you do like.
Man, I think that's the conversation I had yesterday. Like that's pretty much the essence, I feel like, of the 20s at this point.
Bro,
is going on that journey to find who you are and what you actually want to be spending your life doing.
Building any type of relationship in 2020, in these decades, in this generation.
Yeah.
It's scary, bro.
Yeah, friend, foe, all of that.
It's scary, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally scary.
And why would you say that? Why do you say that is?
Because it's dirt out here that I got on people.
You're right, but I say though,
it's dirt that I know people are not proud of. I have dirt. Everyone has dirt.
Absolutely,
but also doing that to someone, and then having that fake smile at them, like, no.
Yeah, it's very unapologetic, I'd say, like today's world, and everyone's very selfish. Everyone's selfish.
You have to be selfish.
Unfortunately, like they're setting it up. But you know what my theory is, and this is just a tangent. I feel like life in the States, specifically America, has become like you have to be selfish. Because if you're not, bro, someone wants your job, someone wants your livelihood, someone wants your girl, someone wants your house, your car. They're like
you preaching, my bro.
Yeah, man. So it's sad, man.
And the thing is, if you look at these other countries, it's not like that.
No, and the poorer ones ones is usually not like that.
Shoot, and literally with Bob Marley, I saw this thing that Bob Marley said, bro. If you are too busy stacking up bread, like, I'm not saying the exact quote, but if you're too busy stacking up bread to realize that it's just not just a number, you'll never be satisfied with the number, because the number keeps on growing.
That's true. Yeah,
bro, it's real out here, dog. Bro,
And so tell me now, so that's, I guess, looking back on it, you the eggs in one basket thing, or who you're giving them out to. I think that's a great lesson that a lot of the youth can sort of take. And so what I want to get into now is sports happen. Something you've been doing since you were 9. Your first love, really, so to speak.
No, first love, my mama.
Oh, of course, your mom. Yeah.
I don't know. My mama. That my mama.
First, I'll say your first secular love, right? Okay. Outside of the people, the internal things that actually matter. And so now the transition, right? That transition, because now you're what, 24 now?
About to turn 24 next week.
About to turn 24 next week. Right. Yeah. About pool party.
Pool party. Yeah.
So you're about to turn 24 next week, and now you are transitioning into the mid-20s portion of your life. And you've learned so much. You've been through so much already. And so how has that been?
Trying to get out that drop, dog.
Yeah.
Trying to get out that drop. Hey, trying to get out that drop. Bro.
As long as you're trying, like I was talking to somebody the other day, man. Trying is everything, man. Whether you're high or low, trying is everything.
Trying is trying to get out that drop.
Real. What is that? What does that look like for you, man?
Bro, so right now, I'm working multiple jobs. I'm a caregiver. I do security sometimes on the weekend. My parents have a cleaning business.
Oh, nice.
Cleaning enterprise. I recently, now I coach high school track and football.
Yeah.
I recently took a job as an ISS coordinator at the high school I coach at. So right now I'm just stack that bread up and be financially stable.
Yeah.
So then later on in life I can be financially free and do what I want to do. But the big problem with me is the finance part.
So, dude, all of us are going through it, man.
It's just making sure. It's like I'm making impulsive buys. Like I know I don't need it.
Right.
But I want it.
Yeah, that's the struggle of your 20s. What you need versus what you want, man.
But like, in the thing is, I look at it, thinking like, when the fuck I buy this?
I had that thought all the time, bro.
Like, where did I get this? And I'm thinking like, even if you could buy it twice, still don't get it.
No. Even if you can buy it 5 times, you probably should.
Because later on, you probably not gonna be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things. Like, I don't know.
You know what I find interesting though about the mid-20s though?
What?
Just the 20s period. I was telling someone, are you chasing experience, or are you chasing just security, or are you just chasing money? Like, what are you actually chasing during this time? And what has the biggest payout, right? So, for example, if you only chase money, you'll go into the corporate setting because you'll make the most outright.
Right.
However, experience-wise, if you stay in there for 20, 30 years, you'll have a very niche experience.
But at that time, you're going to be like 50.
Sure, exactly. And by that time, you'll be 50 and you won't be a very dynamic person. You'll be someone who did pretty much one thing for a very long time, and maybe you can switch careers a little bit, but you were that guy for a long time. You see what I'm saying? You have a lot of stability. You know, you'll raise a good family.
Yeah.
Now, if you chase experience, you might be a little broke to start.
Yeah.
But by the time, the growth potential, basically,
right.
By the time you're 50, 60, or 40, 35, you'll have so much experience that whatever it is you want to do, you'll be able to go do that ASAP. Versus the guy who did the first thing I just mentioned, he's not going to be able to do what he wants to do till like way later. And by that time, you older. You don't have the same, energy about you.
You can't let that thing get up like it wants to.
That's what I'm saying. And then there's guys who chase only fast money, right? Usually, or like
dirty money.
Yeah, the dirty money, or they chase like clout to start.
Yeah.
And so you see, maybe they hustling, they doing illegal things or little things on the side they shouldn't be doing.
The IRS gonna come in.
You're gonna pay for it at some point. It may not be immediate, but they have the nice cars. They got the nicest shit. They got the girls. Their
mindset is YOLO.
Exactly, it's YOLO type, and so they're not really setting themselves up for anything, and everyone's gonna try and pick something and say something's right there. I think maybe it's a combination of all of it in your 20s that you start to figure out. But for me, I can tell you I've chased experience probably the most, because I'm like, the way money is set up, bro, money is always there.
Money is always
it's always there. And if you get a certain amounts of experiences, you can always bring value later on, even if it's not today, right? You might have to work for a nonprofit for 5 years unpaid, while working and hustling to finally get the acumen to go do something super dope later.
Yo.
Because you might not get that opportunity if you're only chasing money now.
Yo.
You'll always be trying to make ends meet. And so tell me, what have you been chasing you feel like now, a lot in your 20s?
Right now, I'm grinding, dog. I'm trying to trying to get that bread right now. Do what I need to do now so I can do what I want to do later, but not too late. No, not. And at the same time, bro, I'm just because you grinding right now don't mean you can't have fun.
For sure.
Like, bro, for the past month and a half, I done went out every weekend doing something. Mm-hmm. Doing something. Probably whenever I shouldn't have been.
Yeah. But that's part of it, though.
It's just part of it. It's just enjoying the moments while you have them.
Yeah. I love that.
Even whenever it's like cuddle up with somebody, like enjoy those moments. It's sometimes I shouldn't have made a drive, but I made a drive.
Yeah, it's part of your 20s. It's what you learn.
It's a journey for sure. It's a learning lesson. That's why I tell everybody whenever they ask me how my day is going, and I just say living and learning, dog. Mm-hmm. And now I say teaching because I'm an ISS coordinator. So I mean, you can teach even if I was an ISS coordinator.
Yeah.
But literally, whenever I have a kid come to my classroom because they get in trouble, all I say is, "What you do, bro?" And then they say what they did, but they try to like censor
it so it favors them.
Favors them. And I was like, I know damn well they ain't go that way. Because I'm a dope just like the teacher is.
Yeah. You've been through it before, so you know. So I want to know then from there, right? Because we talked a lot about your upbringing, you know, up until now, basically. Mm-hmm. You know, I've shared a couple things maybe about myself, maybe not as much, but.
No, you talk, man.
No. I talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you watch podcasts, you've been learning about me piece by piece. But I want to know now, let's get your take on some of the things that are happening today. So like you brought up the kids and the youth, right? How do you feel about the state of it right now? I got a chance to teach at a school. I was like a teacher's assistant and a coach. Okay. And the thing I learned about the youth is the youth are actually always the same typically. Bro. However, the youth are monkey see, monkey do. Yes. We keep blaming it on them.
When it's really us.
Exactly. Because guess who they look up to?
The people on social media.
Thank you. So I'm like, guys, it's not the new youth. It's us. It's the older people down that's been messing them up.
Hey, it's ski.
Exactly.
It's all that. It's like, what's
us for sure, man.
What D-Lo be saying?
Oh, you talking about Sexy Red or you said? Oh, beat Boss Man D-Lo?
That's Ski. He's Sexy Red.
Yeah.
Down, whatever
if you see me, you try to see what's up.
Ski. And then what's the name? What D-Lo be saying?
If you want to, then come and get in with me. You want to? That joint be back.
It's hard, but that's how they be leaving. That's how they want to live.
Facts.
They want to spend $1,200 on the shoe. No, they dang way they can't do that.
But they watching rappers, bro, do it. So they like, bro, I gotta get like, bro,
I gotta get that.
I gotta,
When that shit could go down to a mortgage.
Thank you, man. Exactly. So
or that could go down to something starting your career.
Right, man. A personal investment, man. You can learn a skill with this.
But no, you want to spend that money on. I mean, I got.
So I've learned.
You got that shit on. I got that
you got
shit on.
Some slice, like, but there's a way to do it.
It's a way to do it and not hurt your pockets.
And hurt yourself and your self-growth and your development.
And that's what I'm learning right now because I was in that cope of wanting to fit with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. And that's what the youth always want to do. So what are you seeing being around them now in the school system?
Well, right now, everything...
Yeah.
Everything I hear from a student, what do you want to do after you get done with?
Oh my gosh,
with school?
Talk about it.
Work. They want to work.
They want to work.
No, but the thing is, they want to work and have their own money.
Sure.
I'm thinking like, what if you like learn went to college?
Oh, they don't want to. Oh, they just want to work right out.
They want to work right out.
Okay. But which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but they want to work.
It can be short-sighted.
So they want that work. They want to work right away so they can have their own money so they can buy the shit they want.
And that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah.
That's the problem. I'm thinking to myself, why don't you just stay down a little bit harder? Like
learn.
Even if you do want to work right away, do it as something you love. Do it as something that like if you want to do hair. You can eventually meet a celebrity.
Yeah, and own a salon and be an entrepreneur and do some cool...
But some of these people saying like, oh, I want to go to a fast food chain.
Really? and just get the yeah.
Okay, but it's just like you thinking about the right now, but like it's like
the future. But more important, bro, I think what's so sad of all of it, they only care about the material stuff.
And that's what the world be.
And that's what the world is pitching to them.
And it shouldn't be that. And even if it's materialistic, it should be worth less than $30. Around $30, it's because it's one of those things like, bro, this is the best charger block ever, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, bro, like the best charger block. But and then you hand it to me and say, bro, I remember you say you like that, bro. I got it for you.
Right. It should be value based
by you remembering.
For the material thing. There should be value attached to it. But I want to say this though, and that like from what I said earlier, the kids care about they only gonna care about what they see other people care about. So the world is pitching them that through social media.
Yeah, it should be about what what that person you're trying to get to know cares about.
Exactly. That, but also it should be about self-development. Like you should want to be a better version of yourself, and hopefully in a way to help other people as well.
Right.
Because that was the whole essence of the previous generations is I want to be a doctor so I can heal people. Right. I want to be a lawyer so I can protect people. I want to be a firefighter so I can prevent things from happening. I want to be a police officer because I care about my community.
You barely hear that nowadays. It's either go to college or military.
Yeah, exactly. And I only want to do it so I can set myself up nice. So that I can have a house, and so that level of thinking comes from being in an environment where you're not watching other people do things outright just for the sake of caring and being a human.
It's literally military, college, or blow up. Blow up from doing anything that I'm being for real. Like TikTok
I'm already knowing.
And stuff like that. Social media, like being a social. Even this is we trying to blow up from this is one of those things. But I know you got your own shit going on, so don't get me wrong on that.
Right.
You graduated.
Yeah. But even for me, I'm hoping to do this to provide some level of value.
But the thing is, people want to do that coming straight out of high school.
Yeah,
I feel like
without any plan in place at all.
It's some more things you can do.
Yeah, for sure.
It's college, military, blowing up. But that might not even make sense to me.
Now, sports-wise, what are you seeing for the kids? Because you're a sports guy, so what are you seeing now that level?
You got to go to college and play ball. You got to go overseas.
But for the kids these days, because I was having a conversation with my homie yesterday, right?
Okay, look.
And he was telling me, his high school coach, he went to a really prominent high school in Atlanta, right?
Okay.
And let's take North Mech right here, right? They're very big on basketball at least.
Right.
And so with the NIL stuff and all that stuff trickling down, now you're seeing kids are celebrities, bro. Like for real.
They ain't even earning it yet.
Yeah, they ain't even earning it. But in their heads, they're like, I've already made money. Like now, like Mikey Williams, he was already a millionaire before he ever
got to college.
Thank you. So everyone else is seeing that, and kids are like, "Man, I can put the ball in the hoop. Let me get some bread too." And
that made me so mad. I was in college, bro. I'm sorry
because you missed it. You missed
the
right at the and so I already know that would have turned you up on a different level. Yeah, you would have been out of.
You go ahead and talk. I'll cut you.
You would have been out of here. I'm saying. So, what are you seeing with all that stuff? Go ahead.
Cut you off while you was saying something. My bad.
No. Go ahead. You ain't cut me off. I'm just saying. What are you seeing now, and how that's affecting the youth now?
It's. I feel like at that day and age, it's gonna be people older than you that's gonna try to take advantage of you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Bro, it's literally going to be someone 10 years older than you that don't have the money you got at that young of an age that's going to want that.
Yeah.
And you got to know, and then the younger people are not going to understand. They're going to be gullible to where they're not going to read the red flags.
All they're going to hear is the numbers. They just, oh man, that sounds great. But they ain't read
that fine print where
25%.
25%.
50%.
50%.
Yeah,
they ain't going to read that fine print as soon as you get in the NFL, get there.
Yeah.
Boy,
there's a cool story. There's a guy, and I don't want to tell this story wrong, but so I'm not going to say his name. But basically, there's a guy who signed some of his future earnings away.
Where are you from?
He plays football. He just played college football, and I think he just went into this draft, or he's going into one soon. But he signed I think it was 25 or 10% of the first couple of years of his NFL contract.
That didn't happen. That's not the first one I heard that about somebody.
Oh, that's not even the first one.
Yeah,
so that's happened already.
This happened already.
Oh my gosh!
That happened this past draft to where.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but it happened. I've heard that's actually you're not saying false information.
Okay, cool. So do you feel like because we're talking about kids, because we're talking about a guy who is 21 years old and still a kid.
This happened to a senior
in high school.
No, in
college, right?
It happened to him.
That's what I'm saying. But now 22, they're gonna say that's an adult. He can afford a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But we're going to start seeing it, and I feel like it's already probably happened for kids who are 17, 18, 16, 15, just
14.
14, yeah. And so it's almost becoming, like child labor / like
modern day
slavery, you know what I'm saying, / whatever the fuck. So what do you see it becoming? Do you think there's like a solution? Do you see any solution? Or do you feel like this is just going to be overall bad for it? Because some people think this is all good.
I mean, it is good. It needs
to get some people paid.
It needs to be well combined,
structured.
It needs. What we need to do is. They took the way they took down the foundation.
Yes.
And then they started the foundation even shittier.
Right, they're not building it off nothing concrete.
Because when they took down the foundation, they stopped paying. They stopped the NCAA football, the game.
Yes.
And that was barely even any foundation there.
I agree.
We starting a foundation and we're starting with damn clay. Clay that don't get hard, dog.
Yeah. I'll say then, I think they got to take a lesson from overseas. Because I had a cousin back in the day, he was a junior, like an amateur. And the clubs will have their little sub-affiliate teams.
Right.
So you can still be in school. They call it academy, right? And you're playing for the club team for 15U, 16U, junior teams. You're signing contracts. There's lawyers involved. The parents are involved so that the kids are still going to school.
I did not know all that.
It doesn't ruin their eligibility to go to college.
Really?
Yeah, and they can still have opportunities to make money for their family using their talents.
So is that what happened to Luka and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like exactly. That's a perfect way to put it. And so that if something does happen along the way,
why haven't we did that already?
Because America wants to take it's capitalistic here. So they want to take advantage and be able to throw kids away as soon as it ain't. You know what I'm saying? The companies don't want to have to take responsibility. Because once you structure it, it's like, hey, if this kid gets hurt, or you can't just cut him, you got to finish out his contract.
I never knew this.
Yet no one knows this here. You see what I'm saying?
It's automatically I find the dream of the team I need.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm balling.
That's the idea here. Oh, you're saying
the idea in
over there is we have recruiters for all levels.
And we're just going to rebuild you. We're going to build you up.
Thank you. It's an investment. And so that's even...
my thing is, my question here is, how come whenever they do get the highest potential in the foreign countries, they want to come here?
Because it's the most...
They
pay the most here. They pay the most here. However, though, they have leagues there that pay pretty well. You know what I'm saying? At all levels. They're just not as, popular. Yeah.
That's why soccer players stay
exactly
in there because they.
So in soccer where it's popular, they stay there. They'll never come play here. Now they're starting to change it. Messi came here. They're throwing money into this stuff here. But
did you see whenever Messi came, like the tickets before were like $15, $20.
Now
as Messi got there, they like $200, $300.
Yeah, because here in the States, we know how to market sports like no other place. We do it in a way that it's a part of the fabric of the country,
and it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
It's a blessing and a curse, and not to demean other countries, especially like football, soccer, right? It's at a level that's even greater than sports here. But I'm saying, I think what makes American sports so much different is it's a gamble. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
Over or under.
Exactly. It's 100% over
Money
under.
line.
Exactly. Versus over there, sports there's so many leagues. There's the Premier League. There's the other leagues. So, guys are winning championships still, even when they're not winning the main joint. Right. Here, it's you either won the NBA or the Super Bowl, or you didn't win nothing. And I think that's what makes sports here
either you won Rookie of the Year, all conference, all star. Yeah, it's one of those things that, bro, is just, bro. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.